And we are live. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the show. I have my special guest, Scorpio Phoenix Fitness, or my baby sister, Marlene. Marlene, welcome.
Hi, Pauline. Hi, Keisha.
Hi, Mrs. H, 1969. Welcome. So we're just going to continue the conversation of quarantine and your health. So the last couple of shows that I had, we talked about what are we doing to keep ourselves sane, to stay motivated, to always feel encouraged and focused while we're in quarantine, because it is so easy for us to feel like we are in jail, and in some sense it is like that, because we're so confined. It's for some people it's a Tuesday, it's their routine working at home, but for some people it is something new that they just can't get used to as yet. And as of right now, it is our new normal, whatever normal is. So we're going to continue the conversation with Marlene, but this time we are talking about your health, your well-being. Any questions that you may have about health and well-being, you can address them to Scorpio Phoenix Fitness, because she's a fitness professional and she's also on the front line. She's an essential worker. So any questions that you may have, she'll be able to answer that for you. Hi, Keisha. So as people continue to come in, go ahead and click the like button, and let's just continue this conversation. So, Marlene, for those people who are not physically fit, for those people who may have back injuries, neck injuries, knee injuries, what are some of the easy, no equipment workout or exercises, basic exercises that they can start doing? I mean, remember, some of them are probably haven't worked out in years. So, what are some of the basic things that they can do while they're in quarantine?
Um, Even if you're just doing housework, if you're an able-bodied person, you still have all limbs. You should still be doing housework, doing whether it's vacuuming, walking around the house, walking around the yard, maybe your backyard if you have the space, and some privacy away from your neighbors. Um, Today I was just in the other room and I was doing some sit-ups. So even between the program that you're watching and news, which is depressing, but you can start doing some sit-ups. You can do some squats. You can jog in place. You can do a number of things. Laundry. Use that basket and start lifting it up above your head if you can. Um,
Right.
if you have a garage, get in that garage. Like I said, jog in place. Let that heat get you and work up a sweat. But the biggest thing is housework. For those who say, I don't have an equipment, I don't have gym equipment at home, use your own body weight. You don't have to have equipment to get in shape.
Okay, so yeah, we have, that's good, but for someone who, let's say someone who has, like for me, I have, and you and I have the same thing. We have herniated disc in the lower back. Somebody who is, say, overweight. What's an easy exercise that they could do that also they'll see benefits, even if it's just for a minute or 5 minutes a day? What is the average amount of time that you should be doing something when you are overweight? What's the average, or is there an average
I wouldn't say there's an average as long as
time?
I wouldn't say there's an average because some people always say I don't have the time, but you do. And the most times you spend on social media, less time you could be doing something. Um, Weight, if you're concerned, if anyone's concerned about weight, the biggest thing is going to start with is the food that you eat. If you don't take care of what you're putting inside your body, it doesn't matter how much exercise you do. It doesn't matter how often you do that exercise. It's just not going to balance out. And what's going to
Right.
happen is you're going to feel more pain. Your body's going to be inflamed, and it's going to be harder for you to get up and do your normal daily activity, even if it's getting ready to go to work. But it's not just about the exercise. Basically, I would say maybe 99% of it is your foods. So again, some exercise is better than no exercise. So you have to get up
Right.
and do something. Just move around.
Right. Hi, Persferi. Hi, Keisha. Welcome. So if they're not in an area where they can go out, as you said, they can do housework, but is there not one size fits all, but is there one exercise that they can do that will get their heart rate up and let them see benefits going as time progresses? Is there one that you think, oh, an easy basic exercise that they could do
Easy, basic
without equipment?
walking. That is the easiest thing you can do without any equipment. Your equipment is your body. Depending
Yeah.
on where you live, if you have an area where you can isolate yourself from your neighbors, even if they're walking, walk across the street, separate yourself from them. I did 3 miles this morning, and that's what I did. So as soon as I saw someone coming, I would go across the street or create a distance where they're 6 to 10 feet away from them. That way, I don't have their sweat coming back on me. So the person was walking in front of me. So because I saw that, the closer I got, the more I moved off to the side. So that body, then the breeze, taking that sweat, and now it'll be in my face. And if they do have something, now I can possibly catch it. But the best thing you can do is walking. The simplest thing you can do is walking. The easiest thing that we all do, as long as we have our lower extremities, is walking.
Right. Okay. I see the Persferi says get in the bathtub and move your legs and arms. Just move as long as you move, which is absolutely correct. As long as you move. I realize that even if I have to do 30 minutes a day, I did 35 minutes this morning early. I got up real early and I did 35 minutes this morning. It's about, you're absolutely right, Persferi. It's just moving. I find that anything that you have in your home can be used as weights for resistance. Anything you have in your home,
The
you can use.
best equipment you have that everyone has is their body.
Right.
So you
Right.
get all the resistance, you need from your body. You just got to put in the work. You just have to do something. I know it's easy to say, you know what, I'm tired, I don't feel like it, I'm depressed, I'm in pain. Yeah, but you have to push through it. If you are not to that point where you're clinically depressed and you need some other motivating factors like someone to actually speak to about that, maybe medication, you need to get up and do something. I am in pain every day, but I do not let that deter me from the goals that I want to see, or just to
Right.
be safe, just to stay healthy. It's not necessarily have a goal to be a bodybuilder or a goal to be a fitness model, but to make sure that you're comfortable with your body, your health, and you don't have anything else that's affecting you. I would hate for people to wait, and in this time that they're quarantined, all they're doing is sitting at home and they're watching TV, being on social media, and they're eating. Next thing you know, what is it, 5 weeks now that we've been in quarantine? Next thing you know, you've gained maybe 15, 20 pounds because you're not moving. You're working from home and you're bored and you go to the refrigerator, you just had a snack 5 minutes ago and you wanted another snack because you're bored.
Right. Exactly.
Get up and
And that is one of the things that a lot of us are facing, is the fact that as soon as we eat something, and it's really because of boredom, it's not necessarily that because we're hungry, but because of boredom, we get up and we're eating. We sit back down, we're watching Netflix or Amazon Prime, and as soon as, if you notice, whenever there's food on screen, you automatically, it's as if it sends a signal to your brain that you need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So you get up again and you go back to the refrigerator to get something else. So what can someone who is susceptible to things like that, you're watching television and commercial, you see a commercial on, and you see a food commercial, and the first thing that they say is, "Oh yeah, I do have that. Let me go and get that."
Well,
What do you say to somebody when that happens?
Better go into the refrigerator for that tub of ice cream. Grab something healthier. I mean, depends on the time of day that I would suggest, but I would rather, even if it's, I know it's sugars, but even if you're hungry, you want something, eat an apple. It doesn't even, to me at this point, I would normally tell you don't eat any fruits after 3. But if
Right.
you're up and you're still watching TV, you've already eaten, and because of a commercial, now you want something else to eat, go grab an apple. I'd rather you have an apple than a tub of ice cream. I'd rather you have an apple than a Snickers bar or any candy bar. I'd rather anyone have something that is healthier than something that is going to make you, the minute you eat it, you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I want to sleep.
Right.
That's not something you want to do, because then you sleep and you have all that on all the fats, everything, all the sugar in your body, and now you're going to sleep. That's not good.
Yeah, but that ice cream is so good. Hi, Joss. Welcome. How are you? So, Joss, we're just continuing that conversation of quarantine and our health. And well-being is really important, especially when you are in a situation of this new norm. Whatever you think normal is, this, and whether you like it or not, this is our new norm for right now. So we're continuing the conversation of where do we go physically? I mean, I saw the news where Georgia, they're trying to reopen the gyms, bowling alleys, and whatever, because people, I guess, want to go back to the gym.
They're doing the same thing here in Florida. As far as the beaches, and I thought they said it's the beaches, the bars, clubs, I mean, hair salons, barbershops, that everybody's probably wishing, oh my God, I have to, and everybody's going to be in a rush to get there. So guess what's going to happen? Everybody's going to be in a rush. Everybody's going to get there. The barbers are probably waiting for this to happen. Your hairstylist is probably waiting for it to happen, and they're not even going to be thinking, because, oh, let me get the next client. Let me get the next client. Let me get money that I've missed out for 5 weeks. Let me start incorporating that and pick up my pace on something in a day and try to recoup what I missed for 5 weeks in a day.
Right.
Now you're opening up yourself to the virus because there's no vaccine. So what's going to happen is, when you sit in a chair, what do you normally do? You talk, unless you can't stand your stylist, which you probably need to change them if you can't stand them. You're going to start talking, and them being that close, standing behind you, you're going to get the sputum is going to hit you. Right. So I learned a new skill. Learn to do your own hair. I did.
And that's important.
If you have the time for it to grow back or shave your head, well, for the guys anyway, if you're that concerned, or a wig, put one on until it actually grows back out to where you're comfortable with it.
Right. Or watch YouTube. You can learn any new skill on YouTube. If you want to find out how to do your hair, that's what YouTube is for. Anything you want to do, any how-tos, just go to YouTube. It is the second largest search engine in the world behind Google. So anything you want to learn, you can just do it online. Instead of going out and putting yourself in jeopardy, stay home, learn a new skill, and take care of yourself.
Or have someone in the house that is actually in the house with you, quarantined in the same building with you at home.
Right.
Watch it and take a chance on them in cutting your hair or doing something, coloring your hair, whatever the case may be. But instead of going out, and I know everybody probably wants the professional, the whole spa treatment. And again, getting those nails done, that's too close. That's too close.
Yeah, that's gonna have to wait. It's gonna pass. It's just going to take a while. I mean, this will definitely pass. This too shall pass. It's just that you're going to have to find things to do to occupy your mind, find things to occupy your soul, find things to occupy your body. And by me saying that, I'm not just talking about just frivolous things. I'm talking about things that are going to make your soul happy, things that are going to be good for your body, things that are going to make you think about the situation that you're in. You're going to think about it in a different way, as opposed to thinking, oh God, another day, still in quarantine, isn't this over yet? That kind of negative thinking will just continue to evolve into this overwhelming feeling.
And you drive
And
yourself crazy.
avalanche.
You'll drive
Yeah,
yourself crazy. Sometimes take a break from that news. Take a break from whether it's that watch that's giving you that update. Look at it, glance at it, turn it off, whatever. Can continue doing what you're doing. I see Josh Cleo said, been consistent with 3 days of walking a mile outside. That's awesome. So like I said, make sure, like you said, it's not a populated street. So take advantage of that. Find out the days or the times of days that is actually not as crowded as it would normally be, and get out there. Once you find those times, get out there and even extend it for more than a mile. But a mile is awesome, Josh. That's
that's
great.
fantastic. Do you see what she says about when she's doing the dishes?
That's
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
That's great. Well, one thing people don't, and I know probably everybody do this, whether you feel you are an expert at it or not, turn the music on in the house, blast it to the point where you're not disturbing anybody, and dance.
Right.
Dance. I was doing that today. I was working out, and in between my sets, I was dancing. But if that don't get you back, your spirits back up, you might need some other help. I don't know what else to tell you at that point.
And that's the thing. Music is going to raise your vibration. Music is going to make you feel better. If you turn music on and it does nothing for you, something's wrong with your ears or it's not good music. So music will definitely raise your vibration. The music will make you feel so good, because the moment you start dancing and feeling good, you're going to forget about everything else that's happening in the world. And that's what you want. It's like when you go to the movie is supposed to take you out of your regular humdrum life, if you have that. It's supposed to take you into a fantasy world, something that is out of reality, and transport you somewhere that's going to make you feel good. Music does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not feeling great, and you can get music on your phone for free. You go to YouTube, it's free. Somebody's always posting music.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to cost you anything.
Mm-hmm.
So just do.
Or turn the radio on. Turn the radio on. Some people have Pandora. Turn that on and just blast it. Blast it through a speaker that has Bluetooth, and that's you wire the whole house wirelessly, actually. But you're good, and when you go, you'll hear it in the house, and you can enjoy yourself. You're dancing. You're going back to what anyone can do that is simple without equipment. That's one. If it's not walking, if it's not jogging in place, dancing. A lot of people get that is exercise. You would be surprised how many calories you can actually burn if you're dancing, if you're really feeling the beat of that music and you're getting into it. So dancing is awesome.
Exactly. Hi, OG Sherry. Yes, music is definitely soothing to the soul. You want to answer that, Marlene, from Josh?
How do I remain motivated each day? My motivation comes from, again, I mentioned the last chat, my father, with the condition that he's now in, and to see him get up every morning or get up every day, and he's walking himself. He's either in the kitchen, he's cooking, he's cleaning up something, he's moving around. So if he can do it, I can do it. I'm in pain every day. But believe it or not, most people will say, oh, you probably shouldn't do this because of that injury you have or that surgery you had or the pain that you're in. But that's what gets my mind off the pain. That's what helps to ease the pain. If I don't do it, then my back I'll be in spasms. I'll have spasms. And at this point, I don't need any spasms. So, because if I have it, I have to go to the doctor. I have to go to the hospital. And that's probably going to cause me to get which I've had before, a shot or two in my rear. And that's even worse. That makes the situation worse. So no, the best thing for you to do is for me to be motivated is to know that if I sit here and I eat this tub of ice cream, which I don't actually, I don't eat ice cream, but if I sit here and I eat something, even if it's something that's healthy, but I ate too much of it, I'm going to feel sick. I'm going to regret it because all the work I did this morning, all the work I did before I ate that is like gone to waste. So for me to stay motivated, it's a matter of just getting up, not wanting to feel ill, because I have migraines as well, and there are times it's like I can't get out of bed, and my motivation is I have to get up else because I can't even sleep anyway. So I have to get up and I have to do something, taking a lot of water, making sure that my body is not dehydrated. That's one of the things that helped me to stave off some of the continuous pain or to make the pain worse. Hi, Charmaine.
Hi, everyone. Welcome, my sister Charmaine.
Hi, everybody.
So, yeah, Joss, what my dad is going through and continues to go through, it is motivation for anyone who knows him to realize that you can't let something, a disease, defeat you. As long as you're alive and there's breath in your body, you should do something. Don't allow the fact that you may be going through things. Marlon goes through pain every day. I have a herniated disc in my back and my neck. Yeah, I have pain as well. If I sit too long, when I get up, I have spasms. If I stand for too long, I have spasms. If I lay down for too long, I have spasms. So if I succumb to the fact that, oh my God, I'm always in pain, if I listen to that, I would never do anything. I wouldn't leave my home. I would be sitting.
And it's easy. It's easy to say, you know what, I don't feel good. I'm in pain. I don't want to do anything. Let me stay in bed all day. Let me eat this crap. And then guess what? The crap you're putting in your body is going to cause more inflammation. The inflammation is going to cause more pain. That's why you have to get up and you have to do something. You have to find something that is easily attainable, a goal that's easily attainable for you, and push past it. Sit up. They always say SMART goals, right? So you have to have a time frame. Give a time frame, make it sensible, and make it achievable. So if you want to say, okay, I want to do this within a week. I want to, like Joss, since the last chat, he's already walked for three consecutive days that he's done a mile. If that's where you want to start, and then say, okay, by the end of the month, I want to do every day, even if it's just a mile or maybe whatever it is, 2 miles. But if I've done a mile today, I want to do a mile and a half tomorrow. I want to do 2 miles the next day. Set goals that are attainable. Because if you don't, you're going to defeat yourself. Like if you're, I'm going to pick a low number, 180. I weigh more than that. So if you're 180 and your goal is to be 120, I think that's a little bit too much to lose. But you can't say I want to do that in a month. If you do that in a month, it's not healthy. You're going to probably be sick, and you're going to gain the weight back probably within 3 days.
Double what you've lost.
Say again?
They'll gain back double what they've lost.
Exactly. So again, set SMART goals, set stuff that is going to be a goal that's going to be achievable, and in the time frame in which you know you can do it. So start small.
Right. I see Mrs. H 1969 says you can use cans of vegetables, gallons of water, etc. as weights, which is something everyone has in their house and can be used as equipment. That is absolutely true, because all you got to do is just do this. I drink one of these every day, and yes, all you got to do is just use what you have. You don't need to buy anything because you don't have it and people aren't working. So use what you have in your home. Chair dips, those are really easy. You can do
that on the floor as well.
Yeah.
Push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. You need
jumping jacks are great.
Equipment. Nothing.
Workout.
So Charmaine, tell the people what are you doing to keep your mind and soul and your health during quarantine? What are you doing that's going to make you feel better, feel focused, that is helping you to be stronger, even though we're going through what we're going through?
Well, I joined 30 Day Transformation with Luther and Kathy Freeman, and I started this morning. And I haven't worked out yet. The program called for you to work out, do an hour on the treadmill. I don't have a treadmill. So I haven't done my workout. My intention was to do like jumping jacks, like 4 sets of 25, and to increase that as I go along, and to do the videos that Kathy has in the program. I am going to do those before I go to bed because I want to see when I go to report my results at the end of the week. I want to see what I'm doing. I see my progress and how well I've done. I turned 50 this year. This is one of the reasons why I started this program, because I'm like, I can't let another year come. Marlene, shut up. Another year come and I look like this. I'm tired of wearing this fat. It's just got to go. Trust me, today, because I've been home and because of the quarantine, I used to order food. And I've sat there and I was like, oh my God, these little things. I'm not eating salt. I'm just using Mrs. Dash. My favorite one is the Italian herb. Oh, it's the best. And I sat there and I was like, oh, I could go for this. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you can't. No, you don't need to go for that. Because when I took those pictures that they asked me to take, and I looked at myself, I did not recognize myself. I cried. I could not believe that was me, that I let myself go this far. But
and it's easy to get wrapped up in that.
We have those mental mirrors. We think, oh, I used to look like this back, in such and such an era. No, you did not. You never ever look like this. Stop it. Stop it. Change it. Do something about it. I went out and I got all the supplements that they told us to get so that you can last long during your workouts. The amino acids, all of those things, the vitamin C, all of those things that you need to get so that you can be successful on the program. And I've connected with people on the program. This one girl that I saw her results. Her body shape was like mine, so I identified with that, and I just reached out to her, and she said, "Oh, I'm so happy." I was beating up myself that I didn't start on Monday. I started today, and she said, "That's so good that you're getting started. I'm so excited. Let me know if you need anything." That just changed my whole perspective, because we go from one extreme to the next. You beat up yourself. Oh, I should have started yesterday. I didn't get to start, and blah, blah, blah. And you think, oh, it's the end of the world. No, you can start from wherever you are. You don't have to wait until tomorrow morning or wait until Monday, Mama, to do it. So,
yeah, as we talked about in the last live, that in our family, that's when we start our diets, always on Monday. Here it is Tuesday.
That's in the morning, but like Monday late noon, it's done.
We never specify.
The diet is over.
We never specify. Is it Monday morning at 7?
You should stop considering it as a diet, though. It needs to be a lifestyle change, because a diet is just exactly what it is. You're going to start Monday, and then Mondays might be great. The whole day might be good, and then Tuesday you're back to norm. It's a lifestyle change. So junk that you have, the unhealthy products that you have in the house, whether it's in the cupboards, the refrigerator, throw them out. Throw them away. And start with incorporating healthier foods for you to snack on, for you to cook, and to have. If you are one of those people, let's say you do have the funds and you can probably spare $100, $120 a week, or whatever the program is that you want to get. There are a lot of foods you can actually order out there that's healthy.
Yeah.
Trifecta is one. I know when I was going through, I still have some foods left, but while I was working and having school, it was easy for me to say I didn't have time. I had time, I just didn't want to, because I wanted to come home, warm something up, eat it, and then go right to the homework. because I would sit here from 8 o'clock in the morning and again till 11 o'clock at night, and I'm doing homework on the days I'm not at work. And it was so easy for me to just say, let me get one of my trifecta meals. Let me warm that up. Let me do something. Let me eat that. At least I had something that is considered a little bit healthier than pizza or whatever the case may be that you have a feel for. The other thing that you said is too, which is free. You can have this free. Find someone that you have that goal with, that you can actually. Mrs. H's, we probably annoy each other with our workouts and what we're eating. She'll call me because I'll have a tendency not to eat. Did you eat dinner? Did you eat? Did you eat? And I want to tell her, go yourself, but I don't. That's what I really want to tell her. But it's I will get caught up in what I'm doing. I'll get caught up in what I'm doing, and I really will forget to eat. And what's so bad about that is that the longer it takes for you to eat, when you finally eat something, it's like your fat cells are going, oh my God, yeah, it's party. But they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you starve yourself again. That's not good. I know intermittent fasting does work, but not the way I was doing it by not eating at all. That's not fasting.
Right.
And she wrote here, Keisha wrote here that meal prep on Sundays, which she does. I think she's cooking for her army when she does it. I'm going to have to record it one day because she does a meal prep, and the meals that she actually makes are real quick and easy and simple that anybody can do. Meal prep and meals that she actually makes. Quick and easy, but to stay focused and to stay on track throughout the week, that's what she does is prepare her meals. I'm starting to do that now, where I'm actually cooking each evening now since I've been home for this. That I've been home so far this week. I still have some meals left. They're still sitting in the freezer, and I haven't touched them because I've been actually cooking something each day.
It's important. It's an
accountability partner that's going to check up on you. What did you do for workout today? Did you walk today? Did you do something active today? Did you eat right today? What did you eat? But you have to be honest with yourself and also that person that's actually checking up on you, because if you sit there and tell them, oh yeah, girl, I ate a salad, I had this piece of chicken breast or whatever you eat, but yet all you had is burgers all day from McDonald's or Burger King and a pizza with a Diet Coke, it's going to show. It's going to show. So don't fool yourself.
That Diet Coke.
You're not fooling the person you're telling that to. So don't fool yourself. Hi, Michelle.
It makes it worse. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome.
It keeps you accountable when you do the meal prep. It makes you stick to the plan, makes you save money. It's so helpful. It is so good. And I used to sit down and watch tutorials on YouTube where I see these young girls doing the same thing to keep them, to maintain their weight. It's so effective. It really is. And I realized I used to do it, but it was only up until I would prepare my just right up to my lunch, and that's it. And then I'm done. And then when I come home, I would just drink tea and water and go to bed. And my doctor said, you lost some weight, yes, but you need to eat another meal. You need to eat. You need to eat dinner. And I was like, okay. So I said, okay, fine, because I am diabetic, unfortunately, trying to reverse it. And so I need to be able to do that. I have with the job that I have a annual wellness program that we have every year. We go and get this checkup. They draw your blood, and then you go in and they check you, to see where you are. So my A1C when I was diagnosed was a 10 people. And I sat there and I thought, oh my God, where did this come from? All those nice, delicious, Marlene, I saw you. Those nice, delicious caramel frappes from McDonald's that I was.
You know how many calories is in one of those things?
Every morning, because I have a very bad sweet tooth. And that was what caused it. And I said, oh my God. And when I realized if I went back to eating the way I used to eat, have some sort of an oatmeal with a half of a my golden apple and some sort of I used to use cantaloupe, and he said no. He said your
Sugar.
eyes must be blurry. I said yes. He said cantaloupe has too much sugar. I had no idea. I love cantaloupe, and to combine the two because the one is a sweet taste and the other one is a bit tart. It was just so good. So I had to change that. So I do apple and strawberry, and I don't use banana. Banana has too many calories and too much sugar in there as well. So I just use the apple. I use the strawberries and also other berries like raspberries, blackberries. All those are good too. Stay away from grapes if you're a diabetic because that does not help. It's a lot of sugar in that as well. Apple has a lot of sugar in there too, but you can have it in moderation. The
I'd
other
rather someone have an apple than a Snicker bar. I'd rather have someone have an apple than with the sweet tooth. I'd
Yeah.
rather you have an apple. I'd rather you have a cantaloupe. I'd rather you have pineapple. I'd rather you have fruits. Again,
Yeah.
it all depends on the time of day you eat it.
yeah,
Based
because
on how you feel and how healthy you are. I wouldn't. Someone could be 120, and it could be 120 of nothing but fat.
hmm,
You could have somebody that's 220,
those
someone
things
that's actually 300, and they could be healthier than that person that is 120.
yeah.
So it's all about what your
I've
goal
seen-
is and where you want to be.
People that are healthier than a thin person because you're thin doesn't mean you're healthy.
Oh, I understand that. I know that.
You're thin doesn't mean that you're agile. You know, a lot of people can't do certain things that we as bigger people can do. You'd be surprised. But I find that when I keep myself, when I have those foods, I'm satiated. I don't veer off the plan, and I feel good. I can feel the difference in my clothing. I can feel the difference in my body, and even my mental capacity is much better. You're able to focus.
Yeah, you think
You're
clearer.
able to- yeah, because when you sit there and consume all that bread, especially wheat bread is not good for you people. It's not good. It causes fog. So does sugar. Cause a foggy memory, and it's not good for you. So stay away from those things. So I
Michelle says,
just use like the oatmeal, the apple, and I'd have a mid-morning snack, and then I'll have a healthy lunch, some sort of a grilled chicken, either steamed vegetables or a salad. I prefer the salad, and with a nice low-fat dressing. And those have worked for me. But I need to. I've changed that since I've joined this program, so I'm seeing where it's going. It's not too bad, and I really enjoyed the foods that I ate today. It was not a lot, but you're still full. You're full, and you're energetic. You feel like you can just go and run a mile. I'm not going out there to run a mile though.
Michelle says she made chalupas. Ooh, Michelle. She made
Michelle.
chalupas today.
Michelle.
Mmm.
Michelle.
OG Sherry said I had a couple Halo tangerine first snack. Ooh, those are good.
Those are
Those are
good.
good, y'all. But Michelle, that chalupa sounds wonderful.
No, it doesn't, Michelle. No.
Michelle, it's the
So,
food.
G. Sherry, that's what's necessary. You have to be consistent for the plan to work. And I'm speaking to myself when I say that to you too. So
Lettuce and tomatoes, Michelle. Really?
lettuce and tomato is not enough vegetable.
Oh, I love you, Michelle. Oh, you are such a to my foodie.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. When you look and see how young people, I mean younger than myself, that are so overweight, can barely walk up a flight of steps. Let me tell you something. I went to a funeral, and this was what did it for me too. I went to a funeral a couple months ago, and just to walk from my car to go inside the church, I was so out of breath. I could barely sign the guest book. My hand was just shaking. The man was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? I was sweating profusely. It's just not, it's
I
not good.
sweat too. I sweat eating.
It's not good. It's, you have to, because when you just, because what I would do is go home, go to work, come back home, and I'm laying, take my shower or whatever, get in the bed, lay down and watch my shows, and that's it. I'm comfy. No, you have to get moving.
Yeah, that time in the time. That's what I'm saying. The time people spend on social media, the time people spend watching a show. And next thing, oh, I don't have time in the day. But it's
So
8 hours later, you've sat there and you've watched how many movies? You could have been outside doing something. You could have been in that house doing something. Whether it's some yard work, do something. Washing the car, it's something.
Oh, that's therapeutic for me. I love washing my car.
Mowing the lawn if you have the lawn to do, but do something in the house. But you have to be active and you have to drink a lot of water. No sodas, no juices, water.
What are some of your favorite meals to make, Marlene?
I have now gotten on this whole plant-based kind of a pescatarian kind of thing. So mine will be, for me, I like simplicity. So if I just make a salad and some sort of protein, whether it's fish, shrimp, some sort of seafood. I love seafood. So veggies, whether it's broccoli, something that's green, asparagus, spinach. I love spinach. I had some spinach today in for breakfast. I chopped up, sauteed some onions and some peppers, and I made that with my plant-based egg. And that's what I had. But my favorite, anything that's protein. I don't do the red meat. I don't do chicken. So it has to be seafood or some sort of veggies. But again, simplicity, I'll grab, even if it's a bag of salad, I'll grab a kale salad and I have that with my protein.
So Keisha said you can snack on cruciferous vegetables, excuse me, all day. They're pure fiber and quickly released, and they fill you up, which is absolutely so true. OG Sharon bought me a pedal in place machine, and at first I thought he was crazy and threw the box at him, but now I use and appreciate it. There you go. There you go, Sherry. That's the thing. For those people who, because whether we like it or not, it's eating healthy is more expensive than eating crap.
No, it's not.
So tell that to it is. Eating healthy.
It actually is.
It
because
is.
you can go and you buy. Yeah, that's why the fast food places are okay. I get this for 99 cents, 59 cents. Yeah, because it's garbage. It's pure garbage.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. For those people who have two kids or at home, and they can't afford to say, okay, I have to separate my kids' meal from mine and buy mine separately. What can they do? Yes, they have say.
Why do the kids have to be separate?
Yeah, why can't you incorporate it?
The same stuff that you eat, because if you start them young, they will grow up to eat and keep a healthy lifestyle as they get older. But if you did, the quick thing is to go buy McDonald's and swing by McDonald's and grab them crap. Guess what they're going to do? And then guess what they're going to do to their kids? It's all repetitious.
Right.
It's something you're going to keep passing down to them, and it's going to start becoming something that each generation is going to start doing. It's easy. Let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to KFC. Let's go to Popeyes. Pure garbage, people. Pure garbage.
Yeah. Okay. So then, somebody right now who say, yeah, you know what? I need to make a change. I really do need to make a change, but I have that Honey Bunches of Oats cereal in the fridge.
Oh, I love those. I used to, but I use.
I have that Honey Bunches of Oats, and I'm not going to throw it away because I got it at Costco and it's 2-pack. And I only had like 3 servings out of the first pack.
That's a lot.
I mean, what should I can't throw that away because that's money. How do you tell someone to say, you can't tell them throw that away? but they can certainly have it in
I would tell them
moderation
to throw it away.
until it's done.
I would tell them to throw it away. If
Well,
you want to start right, throw it away.
Because you're going to put it in your body and it's not good. It's pure sugar.
I get it, but I'm just saying, you know what?
That used to be my cereal, by the way. Once upon a
We
time.
have people out there that are thinking that way. They don't have that extra money to say, okay, I want to have all natural or vegan or organic. Exactly. There you go, Keisha. You have a calorie deficit, whether it's 20% or 10%, as long as there's a calorie deficit, right? So with those people, you can't just very well say to them, throw it away. They don't have that extra money. It's already bought. But instead of having 2 cups, they could have like a quarter cup.
2 cups.
I like the bunches and myself, but
I'm because there's somebody out there that's probably thinking, I've already bought all these things. Yes, I want to make a change, but I can't afford to go to Whole Foods. I can't buy all these things because I'm not making enough money to do that.
You
and
don't
I
have to go to Whole Foods
a mouth to feed. But I've already had these things in my cabinet. I don't want to throw them out, but can I finish them? But in moderation.
No. Start somewhere.
Better.
I say throw it out. Or feed that to the kids for now until you make a change for yourself and the entire family.
Yeah, because the kids will burn it out. Eat 1 cup in the morning.
She says, eat 1 cup in the morning and work it out. Excuse me, let me cough.
That's a good idea.
But that's what you support. That's the calorie deficit. It's not let me eat 500 calories a day and I'm gonna trim down. That's not what it's about. It's about eating right, eating frequently, and working out.
Starving yourself. You have to eat.
That's how you get that deficit. It's not about starving yourself. It's not about eating that one meal or I'm gonna only taking 500 calories or 900 calories a day. That's nuts. You're gonna put it back on.
Right.
So you have to eat right.
I like
you eat frequently, drink a lot of water, and you have to work out.
Eat 1 cup in the morning and work it off. I like making sure things.
That's what she's saying now. That's what she says now.
Oh, that sounds good, OG Sherry. She makes some oatmeal. I can't do the oatmeal though. I just.
It's so good.
I just find it
What kind of
so.
oatmeal is that, Sherry?
Is that steel cut? It doesn't matter which one for me anyway. I can't eat it. I just find it.
Just put some cinnamon in yours.
I don't care what you're putting in it. It's still gross. It's gross. I can't have it. I just can't do it.
Maybe you're eating it too.
No, I'd rather.
I make mine with my protein, and it's actually pretty good. My protein shake.
I find that it's too. When I see it so thick.
No, you don't. It doesn't have to be thick.
It's like pudding.
It doesn't have to be thick. Mine is like how Daddy used to make banana porridge.
Yeah,
right.
Good stuff.
A little bit watery. Don't make it thick. When you make it thick, it grosses you out. No wonder you don't like it.
I don't make it. I just.
Gross.
Michelle says, "What about granola and fruit, Marlene?"
Granola is good. I would rather you snack on that than ice cream or a candy bar.
Granola is full of sugar, though. Trying to make
that. Again, everything has sugar. Everything that has sugar you eat. Again, everything is in moderation. And again, it's all about working off what you already ate.
Right.
Michelle, what are you asking if what is bad?
The granola.
Granola and fruit. Michelle and I are kindred foodies.
We're saying she's a foodie. You're not going to stop her from eating that. So I'm not going to tell her, oh, it's sweet. Don't eat it. We all eat something that's sweet. To me, sweet is pineapple. That's me. But again, to that person if I was going to tell you to substitute that for something, yeah, substitute that granola. It's sweet, yeah. But if it's going to satisfy your sweet tooth, have it instead of eating ice cream.
Oh my God. Until I used to tear up some ice cream.
What do I like for breakfast? Joss, I love just what Marlene made this morning, But I love spinach and eggs, but I use the egg beaters. So I use that spinach and eggs. I love that in the morning. I make a really nice omelet with that. And if I don't have that, then I make smoothies. I take bananas, the when they're really spotted, brown all over, and they're really soft. I take those and I freeze those, and then I make smoothies out of that. That with spinach and just water, 8 ounces of water, and I blend that in my Vitamix. It is delicious. So smoothies, and once I like something, I will eat that all the time. I don't get tired of it.
Smoothies are great.
Michelle says, I used to be a big snacker. My weight dropped when I trained myself to stop snacking. Yeah, I'm not a snacker. Just that when I make food, I make a big plate, so I don't have to snack again. It is yummy. Yes, it is, Joss. It is so yummy. What do you like, Joss? Keisha says smoothies should be 80% veggies and 20% fruit.
Don't get her started.
Keisha may lose you right there, so. Keisha was right there with you up until at the time. But now
Oh, crap.
I used to do the 10-day green smoothie cleanse. Oh my God, by JJ Smith. And she has some great recipes. I have the books. I have her books. They are awesome.
You have to substitute those juices with a meal.
So good. So
I wouldn't it's good if you want to restart your body, but
yeah, it's a cleanse.
You have to clear out those cupboards, that refrigerator, to actually get started back and eat right. But if you're gonna do that cleanse or whatever cleanse on liquids to go back to eat crap, what's the point?
Right.
So that's not good. I have a friend that actually does that. They'll do a 5-day cleanse just to start eating. You hear them talking on the phone and you're like, what are you eating? Oh, chips. What kind of chips are you eating? Oh, jalapeno chips. And all you hear is I gotta go. I can't listen to that. I gotta go. You go ahead and kill yourself. I just can't. I can't have you eat that in my ear. I can't do it.
Joss said, now that I'm home, I'm eating later in the day and will have 1 or 2 meals instead of breakfast, lunch, dinner.
But what time do you get up? What time is breakfast? Keep in mind that too. You have to rest. Your body, you have to get some rest.
But what is there a default, or is there a standard for before I go to bed? When should there be a cutoff? Because I don't eat after 5 o'clock. I will eat a big meal during the day, but after 5 o'clock, I'm not eating. But is it 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours before you go to bed for you to stop eating? Is there a standard, or depends on you?
They typically say for you must consume all of your food within 4 hours of going to bed so that your foods can be digested. So you can lay down. You have to be up for those 4 hours before you go and lay down.
Here's the thing. People have, especially where I work, there are 3 different shifts, and what I found myself doing, I was on the night shift, so I was 11 to 7, so 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And what I found was my dinner was, or should I say my breakfast was my dinner, because breakfast was what I was getting an hour after waking up to go to work. So let's say I had to be there at 11 o'clock or 10:45. I was eating what would have been normally my dinner. That was my breakfast. Throughout the night, then I would have lunch, and then my dinner was my breakfast.
Right.
So it was something, for me, it was something lighter. It wasn't my biggest meal. It was something lighter at that point. So by the
Right.
time I came home, I was good. So I would have that about 2 hours before leaving the job. Then I would do maybe another hour or hour and a half of training, shower, change, and then go to bed to get ready for the next night. So it all depends on the person and their schedule. So I wouldn't just say, oh, your dinner should be at this time. And again, it depends on the shift, because if you don't plan, you're going to fail. Especially on a night shift, a swing shift like that, where you're working overnight, when your body should technically be sleeping, normally be sleeping, and you're up. Because I would go to work and I'm packing my foods and I have my water, and first thing they want to know, what are we eating tonight? It's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. What are you going to find at this time but pizza and wings and pure garbage?
Right.
And that's what
Michelle says, I understand nothing of that.
That first thing in the morning, as we get.
That's what they would eat every night.
What are we doing for lunch? What are we doing for lunch, you guys? Everybody would
You see
call.
what Michelle says, Marlene? I understand nothing of that. I love Michelle. Josh says, I work from home starting at 7:30, but I don't have a commute and not rushing, so I linger with my coffee longer than eat something at 10. And yeah, she does have a demanding schedule, Joss. Joss, I'm the same way. I start at 7 a.m., but I'm at my desk at maybe 6:45, 6:47. And I find it difficult at that time, I don't want anything to eat or drink. I just don't feel the need. It's around
time frame from the time you get up and eat something.
I know they say that usually an hour after you get up, you should, but it's just too early for me to.
It depends what you're doing. When I first get up in the morning, I don't have an appetite, so that's when I usually do my hardest training. So I work out in the morning for 2 hours or so, shower, change, go to work, or I'm already at work. I just use their gym. Well, not now during quarantine, but that's what I would normally do. And then after that, and I get settled in my office, that's when I'll start to eat something. Because I haven't worked up an appetite. I cannot work out. I feel better working out fasted than I would having to eat something. And then, because now feels like it's weighing me down. And then I have to really motivate myself to, now I have to go do something. But there are times when, yes, I need a quick snack, whether it's a shake, one of my protein shakes, and I need a quick snack. That happened to me actually sometime over the weekend. It happened to me where I took too long. So it had been like 4 hours from the time I woke up, and I hadn't started working out yet. And I had to get something else to put in my stomach, something light, just to start my workout. So again, it all depends on the person. So if 10 o'clock, if you wake up at 10 and you're not hungry, and an hour later you're hungry, then yeah, that's fine. Eat something.
Michelle says, I fast a lot, and many people say this is bad, but it works for me. I usually eat my first meal after 5 p.m. after work. I continue to allow myself to eat until around 10 p.m.
What time do you go to work?
Is because I sit all day at work, and it doesn't feel good eating than sitting all day.
And then you eat what? And eat at 10 p.m.?
Yeah,
and what do you do after that,
from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
And you, what do you do after 10 p.m.?
And Josh says, when I was rushing to get out the door, I had to get something to eat right away because I needed something or I wouldn't make it to lunch. Yeah, you know what, Josh? I felt the same way when I was going into the office.
You got to prep.
The same way.
That's why you have to prepare before.
Oh, so Michelle does intermittent fasting. She works from 8 to 5, and she eats.
I don't think that's what Michelle's calling that, though. I don't think that's what Michelle's calling it.
Yeah,
she sits all day. She's not calling it. I don't think she's calling it intermittent fasting.
Michelle, you wouldn't be able to last at my job with that, not eating because every day there is a theme for eating. Bagel Thursday, Monday muffins, Tuesday tacos, Wednesday something, and Friday
There's no theme on my job. It's just what are we eating today, and they find something quick,
Yes.
fast, and there's something that's fast and something that's fattening. Fast and fattening. That's it.
Like I'm sitting here at work, working from home, and I see the emails, and they're saying, there are more food in the kitchen. Anybody wants more? There's more food in the kitchen. I was like, oh my God. Every day there's an email that goes out to everybody that's there in the office. There's more food in the kitchen if they'd like to get some more.
Yeah, we used to have that all the time on Fridays. On Fridays, it's Chinese. They, oh, if you want to take some home, there's more left over. There's some you can take the whole thing. So Michelle, I get why you would fast. I drink water all day, just no food. On weekends, I eat 3 meals. Good for you, Michelle.
Hence the chalupas.
How was your chalupa tonight, Michelle? I had chalupas. How was your?
My old lady.
Bye, Keisha. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good night. Very tasty, huh? Yeah, yeah. Darn it, Michelle. You should send me a picture next time you do it. So guys, it's 9 o'clock. Do you want to continue for maybe another 15, 20 minutes, or we should just end it here?
It's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
Very tasty. Michelle, so what's for dinner tomorrow, Michelle? Michelle, do you do one of those things where today you cook and then do you wonder what you're going to do tomorrow? Don't get me wrong.
Plan on starting, Michelle.
Michelle's have goals. Oh. Thanks, Joss. Have a good day, a good evening. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you next time. I saw this comment on Facebook, and the lady says, "Oh, every time I see her working out, I have this urge to just get up and work out. But then I just sit down and let the urge pass." That's what I think Michelle means.
Right, that's not good.
Really, Michelle? That's a dreadful question. I hate thinking of cooking. I have to cook for my family. I have no option. I feel like a prisoner. Oh gosh, Michelle, I'm so sorry. That is, how many people do you have to cook for? And is it every day, Michelle?
Cook enough that way they have leftovers. You give yourself a break. Now we're not in the kitchen all day.
Right. Could you do it all on Sunday? Like meal prep on Sunday?
I bet you guys may like it. Who's Black Star?
I have no idea, but he's not coming up anymore. To Monster who doesn't like leftovers. Oh, wow.
Too bad for them. I guess they're making their own food.
They certainly would be.
Pretty much.
Somebody like that. He has to cook every day. Can't eat leftovers.
Well, I guess you're going to keep cooking every day. Leftovers.
Yeah, but leftovers are great.
They're awesome. All the seasonings just seep into everything, and it's just, when you warm it back up, it's like an explosion. That's good stuff.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well,
try making a lot on Sundays, Michelle, if you can, and see if that works.
She will still have to make something for the monster. Because it's leftovers. It's still considered leftovers.
Oh dear God, yes.
Right. Hence why they'll be cooking for themselves. It's like the people in my 600-pound life. Yeah, I'm not feeding you. And if I am, here's the salad. Go ahead and take this. Because you can't get out of bed. So I'm gonna need you to eat this. I will be Dr. Now in your house. Yeah.
Michelle said, "This is why I usually pick a meat and vegetables. I keep it. That's the best way to do it, Michelle.
Easy.
That's what,
Easy. Michelle,
I bake a lot.
I like it simple too. So even if I say those steaming bags with the veggies, those are the best. It's a lifesaver.
Yes, they are.
That is
Yes, they are.
just pure laziness right there.
Yeah, what I do is I steam them, I warm them up, and then when I get them, like I did my spinach this morning, once it's thawed, basically, I take it and I do saute it again with more onions and peppers and everything else, and I season that up. I don't just eat it like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I do. I don't eat it straight out of the bag. I do season it up with some other things.
I used to bring those at work, and oh my God, didn't smell too good.
What happened, Charmaine?
A guy used to bring those at work, especially the Brussels sprouts and the one with the broccoli.
Uh-huh.
And dear God in heaven,
Well, those are, I use spinach a lot when I do that.
they smelled really bad.
I'm just like, if you ate fish and you brought fish to work, that would really, any kind of seafood would really stink up the place. I don't care. I just look at them while they're scarfing down either their Chinese food or their chicken wings, and that's how they sound eating. Yeah. Let me go ahead and eat my veggies.
What Michelle wrote, I didn't even see this. Michelle says, I used to have a name, but here it's just, I'm just mom. Mom this, mom that. I wear mom jeans. I drive a mom car. Oh my God, I adore you, Michelle. Oh my God.
Excellent. I bake a lot.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we should end this here.
Mm-hmm.
And when Marlene or Charmaine have time, maybe we can do this again another, maybe Friday night when it's feasible for everybody to stay on longer, since we do have work tomorrow. So we'll just end this here. Or then we might just go live on Facebook, who knows. So thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Charmaine and Marlene, for stopping by, being on the panel. I appreciate it. So everyone, have a good evening. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, simply pay it forward. Until next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.